The following content has been generated with artificial intelligence under minimal human supervision. The data presented may contain errors or inaccuracies. The opinions expressed in this content do not necessarily reflect the vision, position, or values of DigiAll. We recommend verifying critical information with additional sources before making decisions based on this content.
Welcome to DigiAll Tech News. Today is Friday, March 6th, 2026. I'm Kylie Brooks, and this is where technology becomes clear and engaging. Let's dive into today's top stories. Netflix makes a major move into AI-powered filmmaking, acquiring InterPositive, the artificial intelligence startup founded by actor Ben Affleck 4 years ago. Anthropic resumes Pentagon talks following a dispute over AI use by the US military, with the company seeking guarantees against mass surveillance and autonomous weapons deployment. China unveils an ambitious 5-year plan calling for AI integration throughout its entire economy, alongside breakthroughs in quantum computing, humanoid robots, and technological self-reliance. Brain tech startup Science Corp raises $230 million to commercialize its blindness-treating implant, becoming the second most valuable brain implant company after Neuralink. The US military is increasingly relying on artificial intelligence as a key tool to speed operations against Iran, with over 2,000 targets struck in recent actions. Netflix is making a significant bet on AI-assisted filmmaking. The streaming giant has acquired InterPositive, an AI technology business founded by actor Ben Affleck. This isn't about creating movies from scratch using AI, but rather enhancing the post-production process. InterPositive's technology helps filmmakers with tasks like color adjustment, visual effects application, and shot reframing. What's interesting is that the system learns as it goes, getting better with each project. For Netflix, this acquisition signals a strategic investment in tools that could streamline their massive content production pipeline, while keeping human creators at the center of the creative process. The relationship between AI companies and the Pentagon is getting complicated. Anthropic has resumed discussions with the US Department of Defense after negotiations briefly collapsed last week. The sticking point? Anthropic wants written guarantees that its AI systems won't be used for mass surveillance of American citizens or the deployment of fully autonomous weapons. This is a fascinating tension we're seeing more of, AI companies trying to balance government contracts with ethical boundaries. The stakes are high here. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth had labeled Anthropic a supply chain risk, and tech giants like Google and Apple are urging the Trump administration to reconsider. Meanwhile, Anthropic's business is booming, with valuations around $380 billion and annual revenue projections near $20 billion. Their AI assistant app has even topped the App Store charts recently. China is going all in on artificial intelligence. Their new 5-year policy blueprint, released this week, mentions AI more than 50 times and includes a sweeping AI Plus action plan. The goal is nothing less than achieving dominance in emerging technologies like quantum computing and humanoid robots, while addressing their demographic challenges of an aging workforce. The plan calls for decisive breakthroughs in core technologies, with increased investment in areas like 6G, machine-brain interfaces, nuclear fusion, and even a lunar research station. Perhaps most notably, China is making open-source AI a flagship strategy, seeing it as a competitive advantage against the United States. With their rapidly growing computing clusters powered by cheap electricity, they're positioning themselves to lead in what they call new quality productive forces. In neurotechnology news, Science Corp has just raised $230 million, bringing their total funding to $489 million and their valuation to $1.25 billion. This makes them the second most valuable brain implant company after Neuralink. Science Corp is focused on commercializing their Prima implant, a remarkable device that sits at the back of the eye and helps blind people see, working with special glasses that project images directly into the eye. What's particularly exciting here is that they're not just stopping at vision restoration, they're using this funding to develop even more advanced brain devices. While Neuralink gets most of the headlines, Science Corp is quietly building serious momentum in the brain-computer interface space, with a more targeted approach to treating specific conditions. Finally, we're seeing AI's role in modern warfare becoming impossible to ignore. US Central Command reports that artificial intelligence tools are now central to processing vast amounts of data in operations against Iran. The numbers are staggering. Over 2,000 targets struck since last week, with more than 1,000 hits in just the first 24 hours. Admiral Brad Cooper, head of Central Command, described this as nearly double the scale of America's shock and awe campaign in Iraq back in 2003. This is a sobering reminder of how AI is fundamentally changing military operations, enabling faster decision-making and more efficient target processing. The technology that powers our smartphones and recommendations is now being deployed in active combat zones, raising important questions about the future of warfare. That's our update for today. From Netflix's AI filmmaking acquisition to China's massive technology push, from Anthropic's ethical stand with the Pentagon to Science Corp's vision-restoring implants, and the military's expanding use of AI in operations, technology continues to reshape our world in profound ways. We'll keep following these stories as they develop. Thank you for staying informed with Digital Tech News. We'll be back with more updates as they develop.